Hey, we're on number 5, and it says the GPS that measures your distance traveled is accurate to the nearest 1/8 of a mile. Determine the distance traveled through the jungle to the nearest 1/8 of a mile that you should travel in order to reach a safe house in the shortest amount of time. Show your work, numbers, diagrams. Okay, so if we look back on page... let's look at a graph. So basically, the shortest amount of time comes from, remember the y-axis is time, so the shortest amount of time comes from this number right here, which equals 3.8 miles through the jungle. So if we go back here and say, according to our graph, the shortest amount of time is when I travel 3.8 miles through the jungle. Now think, what's the total time that 3.8 miles produces? This produces a time of 2.67 hours. Okay, so remember our GPS is accurate to the nearest 1/8 of a mile. So we need to take this thing and give it a certain tolerance, it's called. So what's the maximum miles that takes into account our 1/8 of a mile, and what's the lowest? So let's first figure out what 1/8 of a mile is. So on your calculator, if you take 1 divided by 8, I'm not sure if you can see that, that produces 1.25. So 1 divided by 8 equals 0.125. So we're going to take this value here and we're going to add 0.125 and subtract 0.125. So 3.8 plus 0.125 equals 3.925. And then 3.8 minus 0.125 equals 3.675. Okay, so this is taking into account our tolerance. So we could be traveling 3.925 miles, or we could be traveling as little as 3.67 miles and still reach our destination because of the error in our GPS. Okay, so how you would write that nice and cleanly is that C, right, is in between two numbers. The bigger number is 3.925. You write the bigger number on the right, and the lesser number is 3.675. And that's the nice, clean, geeky, mathematical way to write that. And then you are finally done with this practice task. Congratulations. If you have any questions, make sure to ask me. Now go on to the website and print out the real task, and it's going to be a little bit different. It's like this box situation, and you're going to have to figure out volume and all that. But just take your time, really focus on the details, and you'll be able to figure it out. Okay, good luck.